We're celebrating our partners. We're celebrating our lovers. We're celebrating the love of our life this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith and friend. I kept counting myself in, and by the time the run was over, I still wasn't counted in, Johnny. I was like, okay, I guess I got to keep fucking working on it this morning.
All I was really doing was just trying to kick my ass real quick and see if that would shake me loose. And I would say it was fairly successful.
These days throughout the year where somebody has decided that we all got to do something because somebody said we have to. Right? Well, for me, Valentine's Day is all year.
It's like having a New Year's resolution all year long. Holy Christ, I just need to be quiet, realize she's cranky, and go sit down on the couch because she was trying to abort. I've run some meetings, but I've never been to a meeting where I'm supposed to sit in, and I guess I've always been the guy that's calling the meeting. It's either a system or a person getting my work done for me. I always have gyms at my house because the time it takes me in transit to go from a gym, the amount I can make in that time, a lot of times it just doesn't equate. If I got stuff I got to do, I can grab a set of keys, and I got everything down there. I've got a whole life down there too, all my clothes, everything I would need. So I can just grab a set of keys, get in the car, be down door to door in 6 hours. Here's the best thing, dude. Listen to this. So my Hummer, it's like a full-blown Humvee. It's not an H1. It's basically, I shouldn't say restored, but redone. So it's really, but the fucking gas tank in these things, unbelievable. 25-gallon tank, and you're not even getting close to 10 miles to the gallon.
It's called performative romance. It's hard to argue with that, eh? Where you have these days where it's okay, it's performative gift day, it's performative Easter day, it's these days that we all have to do something, right?
All you did was fucking take your passion and make it available to the people.
Blame is easy. Accountability, what's different? That's leadership. It takes no talent to make effort. So listen, phone down, eyes up, be there. And listen, guys, today's not the day where you're going to magically rebuild your connection. But today is the day you potentially could take that first step. You don't have to force success, guys. You don't. You can strategize for it. Because real strength isn't about grinding harder. It's about climbing smarter.
Oh, Mama 7 is the hardest one. So that's the one I'm like, I earned this. So I'm taking that title and run. So every morning I wake up an hour before they do. And I set my first alarm to wake me up. And then I sit in bed for 15 minutes and have another alarm automatically go off. And for that 15 minutes, I'm visualizing my day.
Yeah.
So I'm role-playing what I have to do, how I want to show up, what my day is going to return to me.
This is
rather the avatar that when I was putting 700 pounds on a squat bar, walking it back with no cataracts, knowing I was going to squat till it fell out till I crashed.
Yeah, baby, she's climbed Everest, Johnny.
I love it, man. I love it because here's the thing. The people that do crazy shit, they feed off each other.
If you want to be successful in business, I always say to somebody, go run a marathon first. Go climb a mountain first. Because if you're not willing to put the time in or the commitment to running a marathon or climbing a mountain, don't even think about starting a business.
When you have these different categories that you can win in and build momentum from, it spills into everything.
Protein shakes are not something to rely on. That should not be your main source of protein. It is not a meal replacement. So get your protein from your actual food, from whole food sources. That's the fitness tip for today.
Then my coach came up with the first woman to climb the second highest peak on each of the 7 continents, which is actually harder than the highest peak on each continent. And it had only been done by one male.
Those that climb Everest for glory, but those that climb K2 for respect.
There's been more people in space than on the top of K2, to give you an idea. We don't get to choose when we die, but we sure get to choose how we live. If you go back into your 5-year-old self that dreamed of building igloos and like sleeping in them with polar bears, that's the avatar you need to bring up so that you're having fun doing what you're doing. Otherwise, it's a slog. I just basically vomited and got sick up the entire mountain because I wasn't acclimated. But I'm like, I don't care. I'm not coming back. I'm getting this done.
We all have these two voices that live inside of us. But unfortunately, so many people have become accustomed to listening to the voice that talks poorly to them that they don't really acknowledge or put any effort into listening to the voice or prompting the good voice.
You can make anything hell or you can make anything not hell, and that's all up to you. And so like you have to really pay attention to the narrative that you're writing about what you're doing.
You don't have to go fast, but if you keep moving, you're going to create momentum, and eventually that momentum is going to turn into something.
Yeah.
Because that's just how life works. If you're sitting, you're not going to be able to create anything.
I'm always going to lose if I don't try.
Wow.
Right? But if I keep trying, there's a chance I will win. The reality is time's going to go by anyways. So I'd rather be the person that's trying than the person that said, okay, you're right.
We're okay to cry here. We're okay to have emotions here. We still get shit done, but we realize to get shit done, we got to have emotions.
To do hard things, you have to have soft skills, right? So water wins over the rock. And I always think of that. You get to the top of the mountain, you feel great.
Yeah.
But watching someone else get to the top of the mountain it's the biggest high there is. Give me that drug all day long.
She stands in the fire when others step back. And she does the things that others won't. She gets after it every day, even if she hits the snooze button. She's the foundation of us. The rock that keeps me grounded. The quiet resilience that keeps love moving forward. You want a high-performing team? Check your biases and see people for their actual skills, not the outdated playbook. Encourage it, man.
Yep.
Shut down the bullshit, Johnny. Sexist jokes, backhanded comments about a female exec, somebody getting dismissed in a meeting. You gotta say something fast, John. If there's anything that I can just ask you to do today, guys, if you're not supporting the women at work for the other 364 days of the year, please do it today.
Fellas, I say, be a little bit more intentional about what you're doing and be more present in what you're doing, and you'll figure this shit out. Stretching out the limits of the human being. That's what it's all about.
I'm gonna confess to you guys something this morning. So the show started, and all of a sudden I was like stuttery robot boy. It's not about 10s every single day. It's consistent 7s, consistent 8s. Some days are 10s, some days are 2s. Support isn't just words, it's action. It's taking an interest in what excites them. It's creating a space for their growth. It's celebrating their wins, even when it has nothing to do with you. A strong relationship is built, guys, when both people push each other forward. Maybe your wife or your partner loves to do something that you don't want to do. Imagine doing it and imagine how she's going to feel. Taking responsibility isn't just about saying sorry, it's about learning. Listen, it's easy to say sorry, but if you're not going to do anything after saying sorry, what the hell's the point of saying sorry? It's not a checklist. Nope, it's a mindset. It's not just about relationships. It's about how you carry yourself everywhere in life. Start your day with respect. Look to your partner. Lean in to allow her to lean back. And guys, empower, encourage, and celebrate. I think boundaries in a healthy relationship can move a relationship forward. So I'd encourage you to draw those boundaries, encourage those boundaries between society's mixed messages and personal struggles. A lot of guys feel lost when it comes to building that connection. If you can't set boundaries, your partners can't trust you to lead. If you can't express emotions, your relationship will always feel disconnected. If you're tired of feeling stuck in your own life, let alone your relationship, whether it's yourself or with somebody else, listen, it's time to do something about it. Hey, listen, tomorrow, if you're not doing nothing, come join me. 120-minute ride on the Peloton. Yep, 120 minutes, 2 hours. 2-hour ride. So if you're not doing nothing at 6 a.m. tomorrow, come join me. Jen Drummond was great. She was awesome. Her 45-minute segment was fucking bomb, man.